Two things. Two things.
Okay.
Two things.
Mhm.
First, I hope this podcast records. Paul and I, nobody's going to believe what I'm about to say. Nobody's going to
I
believe
know.
this. We had a great podcast. Well, let me put it this way. Paul and I had a great phone call on Friday, and then the
Yep.
recording got garbly gooked, and if I would have published it, we would have had
And it
more
was kind of
complaints.
long too, like 20, 25 minutes, maybe somewhere in there.
It would have been worse than not publishing, so we didn't publish it. So hopefully this works. The second bit of breaking news. So this
Mhm.
Surface laptop is now doing the smart charging.
Yeah, this right,
Well, it
Yeah.
wasn't, so now it is. So this is good.
right.
So
And if you reset it, it would just go back to not doing it again. It's just this is the weirdest Windows feature. You can't do anything to make it happen, but eventually it does happen, and then it's happening. It will turn off at some point too. Like it's very strange.
but that's the important part. The other important part, which we diligently talked about last week, is so there's going to be a lot of not podcasting coming up
Right.
because I am headed to the office tomorrow and the following day. Then we'll be podcasting Thursday, and then I leave for vacation on Friday. And so there's probably no podcasting Friday
Mhm.
or there's definitely no podcasting Friday unless Paul figures out how to set up a podcast studio and can call me and I can do it from the passenger seat of my car. So that's not
Right.
happening without my wife driving us into a ditch.
Okay. Well, it's good timing. I actually have to go to New York for a meeting tomorrow, so
Yeah.
all
Get a
right.
bagel, slice of pizza, something like that. Whatever you get in New York, I don't know.
I don't usually get either one of those things, but yeah, I mean something.
You telling me that Sbarro's is not the finest cuisine that New York has?
Might have been the greatest scene ever in The Office. He brings him to his favorite pizza place in New York City.
They're doing a spin-off of that show too.
I heard this. Yeah, I don't remember what kind of company is it, like a telecom company or
I
something.
thought it was a newspaper company.
Oh, that's what it
Or
is. Yes,
newspaper.
it was like something else that's just about to go out of business.
I will remain neutral, but
Well, the only reason I would even consider this as a possibility is it's like all the original guys are like not the actors. I mean, the people behind, like Greg Daniels and Ricky Gervais and are kind of behind this, and they have at least one cast member coming back full time. And then I mean, everyone who ever did this show like loved it and loved that guy and want to, they're like, yeah, we'll show up. So I'm not
it's
saying
the
that
equivalent
means
of
anything.
remember all the shows that Friends tried to do.
All I remember is Joey had a monkey. No, actually, it was Chandler. No, not Chandler.
It wasn't
Ross. One of them had a
I don't
monkey.
know.
But there was a Joey show right afterwards.
Yep.
Like, wasn't there
I
like
thought there was another one too. Didn't Monica Cox have one?
I don't.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
This
matter.
is like it's like it's like Happy Days, but
Right. The Office was lightning in a bottle. They had the perfect.
that's the thing.
They had the timing. They had the charisma. They had everything fell into place for that show to be perfect. And then like say like, okay, we think we can replicate that with same style. It's just you have to go.
I mean, Parks and Rec was very, very close.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of picked up where Office left off. Well, maybe not because there was some overlap. It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, there's also the post Steve Carell era, which is mixed, but there was some excellent stuff that what's the guy's name? It was like Bob California or whatever his name was. Like that guy was kind of classic. James Spader.
My favorite Parks and Rec scene is Ron Swanson sitting in like a circular desk and some lady's trying to talk to him and he's just slowly turning his back to her. She's going around. That is the dream of anybody who's ever worked
I like
at
the
a
one
front
where
desk.
she shows him whatever it is on the computer and he just takes the whole thing and like throws it in the dumpster. It's worth just watching clips of just him from that show. It's beautiful. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. We had a really deep conversation about Xbox on Friday that no one's ever going to be privy to, but
yep. Well, the lampshade in front of me heard it, so
yeah.
Anyways, the world is ending.
Yeah.
That is that. I mean, Notepad's getting markdown support, which is, I mean, it's great, but
which, by the way, the whole world has completely misunderstood.
Yeah,
it's like, well, I mean, why not just bring back WordPad and blah blah blah? And it's like, guys, this is actually completely different and is actually appropriate for Notepad because most developer documentation today is in Markdown, which is a plain text format. So it reading and rendering that stuff correctly is actually the right thing to do for Notepad. Like I get the why are they touching these tools argument and everything, but honestly, I mean, they screwed up Paint for a while in that they didn't support light and dark mode correctly, and there's still some issues in there around some keyboard shortcut stuff that's not quite right, but it's much better than it was. And Notepad, for whatever it's worth, they never actually screwed up. So as they modernize that app, they've done a great job with it. And I mean, I understand. I mean, I do understand the complaint in a way, but I use Notepad like every single day. I also writing my own Notepad, right, which I fail at every single day, and it is what I was just working on before here. It's astonishing. My wife again thinks I have Tourette's. I'm screaming at my computer. I don't understand why nothing works. But anyway, I think they've done a good job with it, and I know I get it. I get all the jokes. I know, yeah, it's like intern time or something, and whatever. But nothing wrong with this. It's good. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
People are losing their minds.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. So your Notepad's going to support Markdown. You don't have to like it. Although if you're looking for like,
you also don't have to use it.
Yeah,
just ignore it. It doesn't impact you if you don't use it. It's fine.
If there's somebody listening and they're saying, "Well, I use it to strip formatting from text," which was a reason people did it. Here's your pro tip: use the URL bar in all of your favorite browsers. As long as it's short text, it works really well.
But the thing is that actually still works.
Oh no, I'm not saying it doesn't work.
You know what I mean? Like it's fine. Like they've not ruined that. It's like, well, but I use it for this. It's like, good. You can still use it for that. It's fine.
Yep.
I just wish they'd never done tabs. I hate tabs so much.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
But whatever. You can change it so that every time you open something, it's a new document. It doesn't save document state or whatever when it comes back. That's what I do. It's fine. Like at least I can accept change if the thing I want still works. You know what I mean? So like the Markdown support, whatever, like you're not going to ever see it if you don't need it. So don't worry about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jay Allard is over at Amazon now running some. People are saying he's like building the next Xbox. And like, no, he's running a fund that invests in companies that are building things.
This guy has such an undeserved reputation. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore to this stuff. You know, it's like, but the Courier tablet, and it's like, yeah, you mean this like unsustainable non-platform that was never going to make any sense? That thing, yeah, that was a great idea. Like whatever. I don't know. I don't get excited about this. I will say it is a little weird to me. Amazon has always has long been a dumping ground for former Microsoft executives.
Mm-hmm.
There is a weird thing happening over there where he's there, Panos is there, Rolf is there. Am I missing some? I feel like I'm missing someone. I think there's someone else in this mix. Charlie Kindle went over there. This was a long time ago, but in an earlier wave of this stuff. And that's kind of what turned into Alexa and all that stuff we're still dealing with now. And it's fascinating that, to me, that people at Microsoft who ran into whatever roadblock end up there, as if it's going to be any better. I mean, Amazon is the cheapest company in so many ways. I don't know. So we'll see, but interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. We still haven't really figured out what Panos is doing other than launching doorbells and various things, but
you could have said the same sentence 5 years ago and replaced that with tablets and folding phones. And
that is true.
It would have been the same. We have no idea what he's doing. I don't think he has any idea what he's doing. None of it makes any sense.
I don't know. Arguably the most interesting thing Amazon doing, at least in my lizard brain, is their Kuiper satellite system that they're trying to bring online, Starlink equivalent. But I was
positive you were going to say some kind of a smart speaker or something, and I was like, "Wait, satellite? What do you? Wait, what? Okay, yeah, completely different."
They're years at best behind right now because, unlike SpaceX, they don't have a launch vehicle.
I was going to say, you mean in the sense that Jeff Bezos just does everything Elon Musk does now?
Yeah.
And
I don't know how much ketamine he does, but I'm wondering if that's
well. It's a high bar.
It's
So
very high in more ways than one.